Ladies and gentlemen, we continue to thank you. Indeed, it has been massive. I celebrate you, two powerful ladies. Of course, we salute our two other deputy presidents, the Honorable John Baptist Nabeshe and the Honorable Matthias Mpuga. Now, indeed, just to reiterate their communication, it has been massive. Wherever we have been, it has been massive, massive, massive. We thank all Ugandans for the support and love and the welcome. And I must reassert this, that this is a homegrown cause. Ours is a Ugandan cause. Forget what President Museveni continues saying, that we are funded by foreigners. We are not funded by foreigners. We're not even funded. We are supported by Ugandans living here and abroad. And it's on this note that I want to thank the Ugandans in the diaspora. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for taking a risk with us. We know fighting a dictatorship is a risk, but thank you for believing in us. We can only promise you our unrelenting commitment to this cause. We are definitely removing a dictator. I must also appreciate the people that work with our teams, the people that have been working with Dr. Lina Zedriga, the people that have been working with the Honorable John Mujisha, the friends, the advanced teams, the activists that are risking it with us every day, that are getting beaten. Friends, you are the real revolutionaries. I want to condemn in the strongest terms the violence that was unleashed by the regime. You see, the Museveni regime has always prided in violence. They even call themselves the masters of violence. And indeed, they try as much as possible to send so much fear in the hearts of the Ugandans. When they illegally arrested me in Luuka, people protested. But as President Museveni said it recently when he was in Karamoja, Mr. Museveni, once again, you conceded to ordering the military to kill unarmed civilians, just like he conceded to the fact that he's the one that ordered for the murder of Yasin Kauma and my own murder, only that God saved my life. President Museveni just conceded. He said he heard that there were protests, but he knew that he would send the army to sort them out. And indeed, he sent the army to sort them out. Some of the soldiers were in uniform, while others were not in uniform, as we all saw. And they killed, to the estimate of 100 unarmed civilians, young men and women, murdered in cold blood by the people that are paid to protect them. I was in Luwero yesterday, and I met a lady and a gentleman. These people were my age, and they were crying because a police officer, apparently the DPC of Luwero, a one Tukundane, was reported to have shot their 14-year-old son. His name was Arnold Walusimbi. That is one of the many people that get killed. A few of them we get to know, the likes of Yasin Kauma, the likes of Dan Chene, the likes of Rita and Nabukenya, and all. But we condemn the murder of innocent civilians, and we tell you, people that are holding guns, that you better behave well, because you are not going to be in those positions forever. We continue to call upon Ugandans that have lost loved ones to the state-inspired murder. We are compiling a report, and be sure that justice will take its course. We also call upon the friends out there to reach out to us so we can see how best to connect, how best to reach out to the people that are in need of especially legal assistance. We must work together to protect each other from this brutal dictatorship that is determined to take the lives of innocent civilians in cold blood. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to reiterate that ours is a message of freedom. Ours is a message of redemption. Ours is a message of putting people, the people of Uganda, ahead of those that hold guns. These people that hold guns are supposed to be civil servants. Even the president is supposed to be a civil servant. And again, we have said it once, time and again, that we are non-violent. We are disciplined people. We are law-abiding citizens. It has been the effort of the regime to project us as violence so that they can be able to unleash violence towards us, since it's the only thing they know. President Museveni cannot argue with us. President Museveni cannot make any point. He cannot explain his failed 35 years of administering Uganda. Now what they do is tell lies. Either they will say that we are being funded by foreigners to demand for our freedom and equal rights and justice, or they will call us tribalists. So it's on that note that I also want to take time to condemn tribalism, the reverse tribalism that is being practiced by President Museveni. I've said it time and again that we have moved in all parts of Uganda, but the police commanders and their DPCs are all coming from the same area. And we have been saying that we should be projecting a national character, a national image in all institutions of state. So it makes the Museveni regime really look ugly if all police commanders, all military commanders, all DPCs are actually coming from the same region. This person called Museveni therefore loses all moral authority to talk about tribalism, because he is actually practicing tribalism and he is oppressing the people that are condemning tribalism. So we continue to condemn tribalism, we continue to condemn tribal talk, we continue to condemn segregation in our country, Uganda. The reason why they call us the National Unity Platform is that we believe in national unity. We believe in being a country that offers equal opportunity and equal rights to all Ugandans. We understand that people have been besieged. The nation has been besieged. Recently, when we were in Luwero, actually yesterday, we reached the town and it was like a ghost town. And we learned that the military and the police had been moving with loudspeakers the previous night, announcing a daytime curfew in Nakasongola, in Luwero, and in Nakaseke. And indeed, when we reached those towns, we found them like army garrisons, mean-looking military men wielding AK-47s, beating up people and forcing them to close their businesses on a Monday, beating up citizens and forcing them out of town, forcing them to lock themselves in the houses on a Monday, daytime, 11 o'clock, midnight. It was a Saturday. So it is really, 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 really appalling to see the national military behaving like this. We were also informed that border riders were actually warned that anybody who would be caught riding a border, it would be confiscated and they would have to come up with 500,000 shillings to get their borders back. But to the people of Luwero, the people of Nakaseke, the people of Nakasongola, and indeed the Greater Luwero Triangle, we salute you for your resolve. We salute you for your bravery. You walked almost 10 miles away from Luwero town to come in huge, huge numbers to come and listen to our message of liberation. We don't take that for granted. You continue to communicate back to us that indeed what we've been telling you all along, it sank. You continue to prove to us that we are not wrong. You continue to prove to us that we are not alone. We are all in the same struggle. Thank you for embracing this struggle. Thank you for giving us confidence. Now, before I even update you on our next move, I want to once again take this opportunity to tell the people of Uganda that the reason why we are seeking office is not just to be president. It's not just to remove President Museveni. We have experienced leaders, just like the ones sitting here with me, and the ones that are out there. Many of them are in the public line, and many of them are not. Our agenda, in brief, is a people-centered government. It's a government that serves the people. It is servant leadership that we are looking at. For the first time, we want to empower Ugandans to make their voices reign supreme, to make them own their country, to make them the owners of Uganda, and yes, to reduce the leaders to servants, because that is what the law says. All power belongs to the people. So the people of Uganda should be the bosses and their leaders should be the servants, but not the other way around. Not a situation where a president like Museveni will come and say, I am not your servant. So that is number one on our agenda. And if you vote for me, if you vote for us as a National Unity Platform, you will be getting servants as leaders, not bosses as leaders. Secondly, we want to ensure equal access to quality education and quality health care. This is wide. We have a wide program for our education system, the 4As, etc. We have a wide program for our healthcare system, which has been planned not only in Uganda, but it was confirmed by the Maputo Protocol and confirmed by the Abuja Declaration that at least 15% will go to our healthcare, and then ensure that we supervise it, not take the shame of having 18 women die every day giving birth, not having to take the shame of more than 300 children dying every day. That we can do, that we will do. And number three, we want an inclusive economic development. Not this business of President Museveni coming to TV and talking about GDP, talking about economic development, which is not translating down to the common person. This is only for the few, those rich and mighty, the powerful, the ones that hold power. We want all economic development to be owned by Ugandans. Have Uganda for Ugandans. Number four, we are passionate about land, how it's being grabbed and how it can be protected, how it is being misused and how it can be best used. We are passionate about natural resources. The people of Uganda should own the natural resources of Uganda. The natural resources of Uganda should belong to the people of Uganda and should be to their benefit. Not this business of President Museveni coming and shamelessly saying, my oil. Not this business of being that the first family is the one that runs gold. I was in Kasanda, actually. I was in Kasanda, and I learned that President Museveni's brother, Sodo, has actually taken over the mines of the people of that place, reducing them to slaves in their own country. That must stop. That will stop. And of course, we want to improve our environment. We want to be a leadership that will focus on environmental protection. We are becoming a desert at the hands of our leaders. It is those in powerful positions that are leading the deforestation. We want to ensure, and I've said it before, I even said it on the previous rallies, that in my first year as president, I want to ensure that we have 5 million trees planted. By who? By the soldiers. We pay our soldiers. We've promised to pay, to raise the payment of our police officers. At least 1 million shillings, the first payment of a police officer. What do we expect from them? Not to beat or tear gas the citizens, but to ensure that they protect and serve the citizens, to defend and uphold the rights of the citizens of Uganda. Secondly, the military. We want to pay them well, because these are the men and women that honorably are guarding our country, or are supposed to be guarding our country. So after paying them well, what do we expect? I intend to see that the military is put to better and respectable use. We want the military to plant 5 million trees in the first year of the Kyagulanyi presidency, in the first year of the National Unity Platform administration. And number 5, we want to promote national security and international relations. We want to ensure that our security is inborn. You see, we've been taught in the past that peace is not only the absence of war, it is the presence of justice and, of course, freedom. People cannot have peace when there's no justice. So we want to ensure that there is justice. We want to ensure that we unite our deeply divided country. When there's no tribalism, when there's no sectarianism, when there's no injustice, you can almost be sure that there will be national security. And of course, we want to improve the international relations. Under our government, you're not going to find Uganda on loggerheads with sister countries. You're not going to find us closing borders or having borders closed on us, because we shall respect the relationships that we share. It will not be about the president or the leader. It will be about the people of both these countries. Now, of course, we encourage the same thing that the government does. When the government is promoting harmony, we shall translate the same with the ordinary Ugandans. When the military is planting trees, we shall translate and promote the same with the school children, with the ordinary Ugandans, and with the various community organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, I must salute you again for giving us the support, for standing with us, and for giving as much support as you can. As I said, we entirely depend on Ugandans here in Uganda and abroad. I want to salute the young men and women in the diaspora and the leadership of the diaspora. The young men and women in the United States of America working ordinary jobs, but again sending their hard-earned money back home to support us. We want to salute the young men and women in Europe. In Arab countries, many of them work through unbearable conditions, but they still send back home their hard-earned money to support us in this cause. And that is why we continue to take a pledge with you, ladies and gentlemen, that all we can do is be as committed as possible. We continue to appeal to you for more assistance. I want to read to you the mobile money number that supports that, the mobile money numbers, sorry, because there are more than one, where you can render your support on. The first is an Airtel number, which is 0706 949488. It is 0706 949488. It is in the names of Sarah. Another Airtel number is 0703 636363. Once again, I'll read it. It is 0703 636363. That is in the name of Daniel Oyerot. And the third one is an MTN number, which is 0787336363. It is 0787336363. It is in the names of Daniel Brenny Oyerot. We continue to thank you for that, and maybe I'll give you our online platform. It is www.peoplepower.org.ug/donate. Allow me, before we sign out, to update you on our next programs. Our next programs, tomorrow we are coming to Wujikwe, we are coming to Rugazi, we are coming to Mukono, and then later we'll be coming to Kayunga, we'll be coming to Jinja, we'll be coming to Kamori. That will be on Monday. On Tuesday, we'll be coming to Namutumba, we'll be coming to Kaliro, and we'll be coming to Palisa, and all other parts of Uganda. We will be joining you. Tubebaza nnyo okutuwagira mikwano gyange, tubebaza nnyo okutwagala, tubebaza nnyo okuyimirira naffe. Ours, like I said, is a national cause. Guno mulama gwa ggwanga, teguliko kabira, teguliko dini, teguliko myaka, teguliko ntono mukyalo oba mukazi, wabula ffena ffena. Nebaza badepute baffe bano, Mama Lina Zitwiga Waru, a powerful woman who reminds me of Winnie Mandela's quote: "You strike a woman, you strike a rock." Ozizamu nyamanyi mama, the Honorable John Mujisha, Deputy President in charge of Western Uganda. Mwebale nnyo kutuwagira, mwebale nnyo kutwagala. Tujja kubanga tubategeeza nga tukomawo. Will be every now and then coming to address you, to update you. You know we are blocked from mainstream media. In Masindi, in Hoima, we are not allowed to talk to you. In Kasese, we were blocked from talking on the radio station. In Hoima, Sudan said we had even paid money, and we are even constantly blocked from even reaching out to you. So we will try as much as possible to use social media. And we request you, friends on social media, to try as much as possible to share our message. Right now, as I speak, President Museveni has dominated all mainstream media. He has literally ordered all media to broadcast his speech, to broadcast his lies, to broadcast his contradictions. It is only social media that we can use to reach out to you, and we request you, if you believe in the message that we send to you, to also push the message further so that ultimately we achieve our liberation together as a nation. We thank you for God and our country. Mama Dr. Lina Zedriga, kindly thank our people, and don't forget to thank them in the local language, our default.